Ron, one last question here. Thank you for your time and sharing your thoughts with us on these other questions. This is an interesting question. So, Ron, I'll just read it. It goes like this. Ron, I see humanitarian projects to start or continue the ascension process by the people that will use my projects and the resources in my projects. As many people awaken to this by using all these resources in our projects, what do you see will happen to the overall population as a collective once more people start ascending from feeling joy and happiness? Can you comment on that?
Sure. What we're trying to do is move into the golden age of mankind. What's in the golden age of mankind is more important than what isn't there. It won't have the negative people who are telling us that we're fraudulent. I saw that in a movie one time, so it's not really real and all of this. You won't have that kind of opposition because as we move higher in the vibrational ranges, these kinds of ideas and concepts do not have any energy up there to feed what you're trying to say. So the ascension process is the elimination of any opposition for us to continue to move on up into the ascension cycle. It's difficult for us to really understand now how different spirit works and how much in control it is that we have no idea about. You can have some people living in a fifth dimensional realm of vibration next to the 3D people. So the 5D people don't just interact very much with them. They're over there. That's okay. Let them be there. We've got our core of what we're trying to do as far as fifth dimension is concerned, and we've each created our own experience there, so we can join with others who are doing the same thing. But it's the lack of the bad guys that is the major transition because there's no opposition. If you take all of the opposition away from us that the cabal has created as a way to deter us from what we're trying to accomplish, if you take all of those things away, the human soul and the human mind and body will take over and create what is desirable to create. That's just who we are. And without somebody telling us that we're always wrong and telling us that we can't do this and we can't do that, we dive into who we really are as creators of the experiences of our life. Nobody can stop us from doing that. Once we have made our transition away from the bad guys and we no longer have a lot of that to carry with us. Now, it's a transition. At the end of that, where we all ascend with Mother Earth into the higher dimensions, is what our goal is. And I call that the golden age of mankind, where there's peace and happiness and joy for everybody. It's a wonderful experience to look at, or not experience, but a wonderful dream and vision that we can create for ourselves. Our imaginations will produce what we want, and we will follow it through by focusing on those things that came from through our imagination, which is our creation source and supports our creation activities. Then our the universe will see that we have the pure intent, and it will bring to us what we want. It's just the way it's going to be. So it's hard for me to convey the idea that you can have third dimension people and fifth dimension people living in the same area. I don't know how that's going to work, but I do know that it will work. Whether it's with us as we're trying to ascend, I don't know. So we're going to make it. We're going to have a lot of fun doing it. But remember, it's a transition. And in that transition, we will start purifying our existence to where we can find the joy and the happiness we're looking for. I hope that helps.
What a way to end this series here, Ron. So awesome. Great comment. I thank you again. Do you want to have any last minute comments before we end for today?
No, I'm kind of feeling like I've completed uh, my thoughts and ideas. Just total love for everybody. Blessings to you as always, and I hope these are helpful for you.
They're excellent. And with that, we will say Thanks again, and we'll end this series. And again, if for members that are listening, if you have any questions, feel free to private message me your questions, and we'll put them to Ron and keep this ball rolling. So with that, we'll say goodbye and all the best, Ron.
And thank you, Dom. Love and appreciate you, my brother.
Okay, and I do as well. Take care.